What's your favorite scary movie?
Jaws.
Sweet.
The Exorcist.
All right, you guys. So, hello there, everybody, on Universe of BluTubers. This is 22 Tiger Dude. Yes, in this ghost face outfit. I figured since we're doing it on this day on Scream, why not actually dress up as Ghostface? So, before we do talk about Scream, which did turn 20 years old on this day, we also have BluTuber.
WWE fan 0599, and Tony, you look very weird.
Thank you.
When does Tony not look weird, though?
Whoa! Yeah, we go.
All right, Brick, keep telling me that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, so anyways, you guys, this is not Brick, Kevin Falk, making a
Finally, it's
making a
me too.
guest appearance.
I've done it. I have done it. I finally made my debut on this fucking channel. I tried, and I did it.
And now making, I believe, his second guest appearance is the Random Eric.
Hello, everyone. My name is Eric, and we're talking about one of my favorite movies of all time today, Scream. I'm very excited. Thank you, for having me on this channel again. I really appreciate it, and I am grateful, Kevin. And yeah, so let's get started.
Woo!
So Scream came out on December 20th, 1996. It turned 20 years old, and I mean, what a movie to celebrate, because Scream is a really entertaining horror film. It's one of those films where it basically pokes fun at all of those horror cliches, and it made it really funny, really entertaining, but also very intense at the same time. And when you think about what the director had to do, you know, it's a hard task, but because we had, you know, Wes Craven, who is now resting in peace, you know, with him on the hands, he did a really good job of just making the movie both funny and intense. So, WWE fan, what do you want to say about Scream?
Well, Scream is one of those horror films, man. Not the time. I was not a huge fan of horror films. I didn't really watch them all too much. But then one day I decided, you know what, I'm going to try and watch all the classic horror films, because this is when I was starting to get back into films and everything. It was right around Halloween time, so I was like, okay, I'm going to watch all these classic horror films, and and then I decided to watch Scream. Was one of them, and it was just me and my dad in the house, but my dad was sleeping, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to see. I'm not going to get scared. I'm going to try my best not to get scared. I didn't get scared. Well, it's a scary movie, but you know what I mean. I used to get easily scared by films.
Yeah.
And this movie is very genius of how it just pokes fun at the horror genre, but not in the way like of something like, I don't know, like Scary Movie or something like that. They do this in a different manner. And just like, you know, they do mention other horror films in this movie. You know, they say like, oh, like all this stuff happens in horror films and it can never happen in real life, and yet this is what happens in this horror film. And it's very intense as well. Like you say, it can also be very intense and very gruesome at times. Like, this movie does actually get really violent at some points during the film. And I definitely do enjoy Scream to this day. And it's honestly a movie I do watch every Halloween, and it never gets old. It's definitely one of the best horror films out there.
Mr. Falk, how did you feel about Scream?
The fuck?
All right, so Scream, it's kind of an interesting story. There are two reasons mainly why I watched it. One, because I don't know if I'm still a fan of it, but at the time, I was a huge fan of Scary Movie. Like, I love that movie. I think it's one of the funniest parodies out there. Definitely, probably one of my favorite parodies by far. That or Airplane, definitely. But I was a huge fan of Scary Movie, and I knew that most of that movie was, in fact, parodying Scream, so that in itself I was interested in. Then, for some reason, I watched a bunch of classic horror movies one year, and I completely left out Scream. And I'm like, why the fuck did I leave out Scream? I didn't really know why I left it out. So I started up classic movies that summer, and Scream was the second movie I watched, and it was as good as everyone says. You know, it's a great movie. I think it is as amazing as everyone said it is. And what's great about Scream is that it's a movie that, yeah, it's scary, but it's not a movie you need to take 100% seriously, because, you know, they state all the rules in the movie. They're like breaking the rules. They don't really think it's true. And it's a really good way of showing, you know, these are the rules in horror films. Here's how we go against it. Here's us making fun of it a little bit. And I like that it's willing to poke fun at itself. You know, if a movie's self-aware, that right off the bat, me on board. The movie's very self-aware. Really great characters, some genuinely very good suspense, and a pretty good twist too. I mean, I definitely did see the twist coming. I will definitely say, because I watched Scary Movie, I did see the twist coming. I knew something like it was going to happen because they kind of did the same thing in Scary Movie. But it's really well done in Scream. I really do love the way they do it here. Very shitty MTV series, but, you know, very good movie overall. So definitely very happy that it has turned the age it has. But just remember, guys, that 20 years from now, Incarnates will be it's celebrating its 20th anniversary, and we will definitely be talking about that in 20 years if Tony's still doing this channel.
We have to.
And now for the random Eric. Your memories, your thoughts on Scream.
Oh god, it's gonna be like 20 minutes.
Yes, it is.
Hey, that's okay.
Hey! If we were talking about Toy Story, we would be, and I was on here, we would be here for like 5 hours, okay?
That'd be the same thing.
So let the boy talk.
Okay.
Let the frogs go.
Just kind of make my claim, like at the beginning, Scream is one of the best movies ever made, ever, in my humble opinion. When I first watched this movie, I remember it. It was a 5th grade. It was a Thursday night, and I was in 5th grade, and it was like 12 p.m. I don't know how I remember this, but I do. And I recorded Scream on my DVR, and I couldn't sleep. I had all my homework finished. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'm not tired. So I'm like, you know what? I was looking at my DVR, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Scream. So I watched Scream, and I remember watching it and just being like in like another world. Like, that is one of those rare movies where I wasn't even bored for a second. I was always like, this movie is fucking like genius as hell. So like, I was blown away. And then I didn't really have the greatest like critique skills. So I was kind of just like, you know, yeah, it's a great movie. I love it. So, but then when I rewatched it, I actually watched it the day the MTV series came out. Coincidentally. And I was like, okay, let's watch this again. And I was watching it, and I was like, this movie's genius. Like, how many movies do we have nowadays, or like people that like poke fun at the horror movie genre? Like, and I kind of think Scream was like the birth of that. And obviously, you know, Wes Craven. Wes Craven. You know, he's one of my inspirations. He was one of my inspirations, one of my heroes. And he's like helped me. His movies have helped me in a lot of ways, like as a person. Like, I know it sounds weird, but like just with friendships and like getting to know people for horror stuff. And you know, when he passed away, it was like my first time like someone who I looked up to passed away. Our person was like Robin Williams. And you know, from that, I rewatched A Nightmare on Elm Street, and I think A Nightmare on Elm Street's overrated, to be completely honest. I think it's a great movie, but like, I think it's overrated, and I sometimes get to be annoyed that Scream doesn't get that much attention, because I feel like it's a more groundbreaking of a film, because it combines all these elements into one film, and it does it so perfectly. Like, it's so self-aware what it's trying to do, but it's not too self-aware. It has like the perfect balance of like self-aware, like how self-aware it is about like, you know, horror movie tropes and like they happen. Like it has perfect balance of being self-aware, and the movie's hilarious. I think it's a really funny movie, but also it can be really creepy. Like the opening scene with Drew Barrymore is really creepy, and it's really well shot and really well done. And Ghostface, I just like, I think that's such a cool costume. Yes, I think that's just such. Oh yeah, I think it's just like such a cool costume design, and I find it terrifying. And I think it's the coolest thing ever, and I just love how like gruesome his kills are, and it's the way that like Wes Craven like shoots them. Oh, it's so good. Also, something that Wes Craven does that I really appreciate is that you can tell he has respect for women. He did have respect for women in his movies. Like when there's sex scenes, he doesn't really show the nudity. He makes them like a strong female character, and all the females in this movie are like very strong, and like, you're rooting for them. And the villains, like you're just like, fuck you, die, I'm able to get so into this movie, even though I've seen it like 2 times, actually no 3 times, and every time, like the second or first time, I get so into it, and I think it's just such a great movie. I don't really know what else to say. Also, the score is fantastic, and I think that a lot of people have tried to recreate the success that Scream had, and and they haven't really been pulled off because Scream just did it was so original and unique when it came out, and I just love Scream. I think it's such a great movie, and I love it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and it is my favorite horror movie of all time. And happy 25th anniversary, and rest in peace to the genius Wes Craven himself.
I'm trying to remember, when was the first time I saw Scream? I think it was once I turned 17 that I saw this movie for the first time, and I thought it was a very fun movie, to be honest. I was definitely very impressed by it. Storytelling-wise, I thought the storyline was overall pretty good. I thought the acting was overall very solid. I just really was impressed with how well realized the overall script was. Like, it's definitely one of those movies you watch around the Halloween time. I mean, it is called Scream for a reason. Definitely just a very fun, good movie that I do like to really watch around the Halloween time. So it's definitely nice to be celebrating the 20th anniversary. And Wes Craven, thanks to him, was able to bring something so unique to this genre. Did you guys want to add anything else to Scream?
It's a great horror film. I definitely do watch it every Halloween, and it's definitely one of the best out there.
Yeah, I love the movie. I think it's one of the best movies ever made. And it's surprisingly also had a pretty good sequel, Scream 2. Scream 3, on the other hand, is a film that I do not like to talk about. And I'm going to be completely honest, I've never even seen Scream 4.
Great movie.
I've never seen it because I didn't like the third one at all, so I never had the momentum to watch the fourth one. I'll check it out at some point though.
Yeah, that fourth one's actually the first one I watched. It's really weird, but
I know what happened to it though, so it's kind of sucks. But yeah. Yay!
So I want to thank BluTuber WWE fan, and I want to thank guest stars Kevin Falk and the Random Eric for being on this day.
Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Finally. It took so long, but we did it.
Yay.
And you guys in the comments down below, let us know, what did you think about Scream? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you okay in it? Did you love it? And yeah, you guys, thank you for watching Universal BluTubers. If you want to check out Kevin and Random Eric's channel, I'll leave a link in the description down below. This is 22 Tiger Deer here, and don't forget that we will always have
Tiger Power. I love him, people. Yeah.
What the?
Whoa, so creepy. I'm terrified.